Every once in a while, you come across an idea so powerful, it doesn't just tweak the way you think, it completely rewires it. Imagine looking at the same world as everyone else, yet somehow seeing a completely different game being played. That's exactly what the most successful people in history did. They weren't just smarter or luckier or working longer hours. They had mental models, invisible lenses that helped them decode reality in ways most people couldn't even imagine. Here's the truth. Success isn't just about grinding harder, it's about thinking sharper. And mental models are like secret tools, hidden frameworks that allow you to see problems from new angles. They're the difference between stumbling in the dark and holding a flashlight. History's greatest minds, philosophers, entrepreneurs, scientists, all carried these tools. They weren't born with them, they built them, and so can you. Think about it. Elon Musk didn't just accept the price of rockets, he broke them down to atoms and rebuilt the problem from scratch. Warren Buffett didn't chase shortcuts, he let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. Einstein looked at physics not as it was drawn, but as it truly was. These people weren't playing harder, they were playing smarter. And now, you get to learn how. In this video, we're going to explore 5 of the most powerful mental models that shaped history's most successful people. And once you see through these lenses, you'll never look at the world the same way again. Let's begin. Our first stop is first principles thinking. Aristotle taught it centuries ago. Elon Musk brought it back in the 21st century. Here's the situation. When Musk dreamed of sending rockets into space, he discovered NASA's price tags ran into billions. To everyone else, the cost was a wall, but to Musk, it was a question: why does it cost this much in the first place? Everyone told him it was impossible, that rockets were just too expensive, but instead of accepting the default answer, Musk stripped the problem down to its raw elements: aluminum, steel, electronics, fuel. He asked, what does it actually cost to build from scratch? That's first principles thinking. And the result? SpaceX cut launch costs by over 90%. What others saw as impossible, Musk saw as basic math. The moral here is simple. Don't accept the defaults the world hands you. Break problems down to their core truths and rebuild from the ground up. Inversion. Charlie Munger's Stoics situation. Munger wanted to avoid mistakes in investing. Desire success but without hidden risks. The future is unpredictable. No one can perfectly forecast markets. But Munger realized, if you focus only on what could go right, you miss the landmines that destroy you. So he flipped the problem. Instead of asking, how do I win? He asked, how could I lose everything and how do I avoid that? That's inversion, thinking backwards to move forwards. And the result? Berkshire Hathaway became one of the most resilient companies in history. The lesson: success isn't always about chasing brilliance. Often it's about avoiding stupidity. The third model is compounding. Warren Buffett learned it young. When he started, he didn't have much money. His situation was simple: little capital, big dreams. But instead of gambling on quick wins, Buffett saw what most people miss: tiny gains, stacked consistently, snowball into something massive. The conflict was clear. No scheme to get rich fast worked. So Buffett made a change. He played the long game. He invested patiently, letting compounding quietly build his fortune. The twist? Most of Buffett's billions came not in his youth, but in his 60s and 70s. Compounding is exponential. It sneaks up, then explodes. The moral: start early, stay consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. Compounding rewards patience more than brilliance. Our fourth model is the map is not the territory. It's a reminder that no model, no theory, no plan perfectly matches reality. Albert Einstein lived this truth. Faced with Newton's physics, he realized the old maps no longer explained light, space, and time. The map was neat, but the territory? Far stranger. Newton's map had guided science for centuries, but when Einstein asked deeper questions, he saw cracks. Time wasn't absolute. Space could bend. The map was useful, but it wasn't reality. By challenging it, Einstein redrew the territory with relativity, and suddenly our entire understanding of the universe shifted. The final model is opportunity cost. Every choice has a hidden price. Steve Jobs knew it. Oprah lived it. The situation? Jobs at Apple had limited time, money, and energy. He wanted world-changing products, but there was one problem: the temptation to do everything. Printers, random projects, endless distractions, they all looked tempting, but Jobs made the harder choice: focus. He said saying yes to something means saying no to 100 other things. By cutting distractions, he could pour everything into the few products that mattered most. And the result? iPhone, iPod, Mac, billion-dollar revolutions. The lesson? Every choice carries an unseen cost. The winners aren't those who say yes to everything. They're the ones who master trade-offs. If these mental models shifted your perspective, imagine what else we'll uncover together. Hit like, share this with a friend, and subscribe to Quantum Minds for more. And hey, drop a comment below. Which mental model do you use the most?